Good morning, Dikran.
Good morning, Mariam.
It's always been pleasure to work with you, and I'm very much looking forward to see you at upcoming 10th ACSE annual meeting. Thank you so much for taking out time for today's brief interview. So let's begin by learning more about your impressive professional journey.
Thank you, Mariam. Thank you for this opportunity. Just very quickly, my background is in science. I have a PhD in biochemistry from England and a relatively long research career, after which I jumped into industry, big pharma and big biotech. And I've spent the last 20 or so years in that industry, and I'm very passionate about publications.
That's great. Your topic of presentation, I would say it's very trendy and challenging, evolution of scientific and medical publication. So would you mind to share some highlights of your presentation with us?
Certainly. So this is a really good time, this 10th year of the ACSE to look back at the last 10 years in publications. And it's been a whirlwind. The rate of change has been incredible. The amount of information that is being published now is at a level where people are, frankly, having trouble keeping up with the volume and pulling out the golden nuggets. So this is a good time to look at how people are going to manage to keep on top of this really impressive publication trend that's going on. And it's going to happen with some revolutionary stuff that is going on at the moment, including AI and other trendy topics that people are discussing. So it's a good time to look back and to both reminisce and look at the future.
Exactly. So, as you talk about artificial intelligence, in your experience, what are some of the most significant trends that you have seen in scientific and medical publications recently? And what possible ways that we can consider and how it has impacted the whole industry?
That's a very insightful question. And one of the big trends that I'm seeing is to do with this large volume of publication that is in the public domain, and it's becoming more and more available to a whole series of populations, if you like. Patients are reading the medical publications. Doctors are reading them. And the shortage with this volume is the attention. We don't have the luxury now to spend, because the volume is so great, really long periods of time on just single units of information. So we need some help with that. And at the right time, we have some tech that's coming our way, such as AI. We have various channels of communicating this information in bite-sized formats. So all these are coming together and really competing for our attention. The shortest and perhaps non-renewable thing is our attention. How to grab that, how to grab it with the doctors, and that's where publication is at, doing that in a really, really concise and efficient manner.
Yes, indeed. And with AI, every industry, I would say, is facing challenges, and scientific and medical publications are no exception for that. So, what do you think are the biggest challenges right now, and what would be the possible strategies to overcome them?
Good question. I think the biggest thing with the rate of change is our knee-jerk reaction that we sometimes do not embrace change as fast as we should. I think these items are coming our way, and sometimes people are not early adopters and wait for the whole map to be there right in front of them, all the details sorted out. And I think one of the things that can happen is for people to realize we have a compass. The direction is very clear. The compass is pointing to these items being part of our ecosystem, to grab them and work on the detail as we grab them and work out roadmaps for doing things ethically. That's a major variable in publications. Do things ethically, work out the map, but really grab to these things and be early adopters and try to follow guidelines as they turn up and be there with progress. Yeah.
With AI in the field, every field I would say is transforming in one or another way, including medical publications. And how do you see that the role of AI in evolving in this context over the next 5 years? What it would take the turn to a positive or a more negative side?
Oh, definitely more positive. I have great hope. I'm an optimist by nature. I think the only way that we can keep on top of this really large volume of really important information is to get some help that will allow us to do the some of the detail work. We will be accountable. There's not ever, in my view, going to be a time where human beings are not accountable. But using these tools and still being accountable, be able to pull out actionable steps from this vast literature that we're accumulating. Just as a measure, I think I was looking at the rate of change. In the 50s, people were saying it would take around about 50 years to double the amount of medical information. Now, it's actually at this day, it's a fraction of a year is being stated, doubling the information every fraction of a year. So we need some help. Optimistically, I'm thinking that a lot of these tools that will revolutionize both medical publications and society as a whole are going to be absolutely crucial.
Yes, as you just mentioned, a very valid point, accountability. So how do you see that, how much time it would take to make AI accountable?
That's right. AI, in my view, is never going to be accountable. I think it's going to be human beings that are going to be accountable. That's why AI is never going to be an author. And
Yes.
so it's going to be always human beings. So human being driven AI is a direction that I hope we're going. So there are some along the way some cracks that appear. You've probably seen them in the public domain. So those are going to be there, and they appear when technology comes up as we work out the roadmap. So those we'll have to work on because the detail is also important. So the high level is important, but after we sorted out some of the compliance and some of the detail, that needs to really see a lot of focus from human beings.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for the insights. Now would like to have some few questions regarding the ACSE platform. What's your inspiration or motivation to join the 10th ACSE annual meeting?
ACSE, the annual meeting is something that I look forward to every single year. So I've been really fortunate to be invited to be on site this year. It's inspiring as a whole. I see the ACSE meeting and some other professional meetings as well as where we are able to look back and look forward as well, and really get some insights, some of the industry leaders and academic leaders that are going to be there. So it's a learned platform. I would really encourage everybody to be engaged with ACSE so that we can look at what's going on in our ecosystem.
Yes, we have so much on agenda. So are there any particular sessions or talks or topics that you are looking forward?
I want to say all of them because there'll be science there, there'll be publication related stuff, academic stuff, DE&I related. It's just a smorgasbord of valuable golden information.
Exactly. So thank you once again, Dikran, for joining me today for this excellent information and highlights of your upcoming talk. And I'm looking forward to hear more about your excellent presentation at the upcoming meeting. So see you soon and bye.